Hey guys, it's Adrian. Welcome back. Today I'm bringing you a spoiler-free review of Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. For those of you who don't know, Leigh Bardugo has written a trilogy already that takes place in the Grisha universe. To answer your question, do you need to read the Grisha Trilogy before you read Six of Crows? I would have to say no, only because I personally have not read the Grisha Trilogy yet, and I still understood everything in the book. So to give you a little background of the story, as I previously mentioned, this book takes place in the Grisha universe. And a Grisha is a person that possesses magical powers. In some countries, Grisha are hunted down and murdered because they're believed to be witches or evil beings. And in other countries, Grisha are enslaved or indentured. So Grishas, on the whole, are not very popular people. So now that we've got a little bit of the background of the story and the universe down, let's move on to what the story is actually about. The story follows a criminal mastermind named Kaz, and Kaz has been asked to perform this huge heist by the Merchant Council, which is basically like the government. And they don't actually expect Kaz to be able to perform this heist because it's basically deadly, and Kaz takes it on anyway. Kaz obviously can't do this on his own, so he enlists the help of 5 others, each with a specific gift in order to be able to help him pull off this heist. So the story follows these 6 criminals as they take on this impossible task. I won't tell you much more than that because the story is kind of complicated and it's better if you really just go in with as little information as possible. Speaking of this crew of 6 misfit criminals, let's talk about the characters. I think the characters were so well done in this book. Each character has their own set of gifts that Kaz needs to be able to pull off this heist, but they've also got their own backstory. I loved how each of the character stories were dispersed through the book. It wasn't an information dump all at the beginning where we found all their backstories, but we were kept guessing what happened to make these characters the way that they are. The story is told through the perspective of 5 of the 6. The one thing that I can say about this is that I wish we would have gotten the story through the 6th character, Wylan. I think that would have been really fun. Another thing that I loved about this story is that you root for these characters, these criminals, who are morally gray people, but you still cheer them on and you want them to succeed. And I found myself being disappointed when they didn't achieve what they wanted to achieve. Another thing that I loved about this book is that you are kept guessing what's going to happen next. Every time I thought I had it figured out, I was completely wrong. Obviously, the characters and the plot are nothing without the writing. The description of the world, the story behind the characters, the plot itself was done very well. I quite enjoyed it. One thing I will say, for me personally anyway, is that it was quite dense, so it took me a little bit to get into. On the flip side of that, a lot of stories that I read have their high points and low points. Parts of the books that I think are fantastic, parts of the book that I think are less fantastic. This, however, was pretty solid. I enjoyed all of it pretty equally. As far as my rating goes for the book, I had a hard time with this one. On one hand, I loved it. On the other hand, because I had such a hard time getting into it, I kind of felt a little iffy about it. Now, I can't tell if the reason that I had a hard time getting into it was because of the book itself or if it was because of my busy schedule. I don't know about any of you other booktubers, but starting a booktube channel takes a lot out of you, so I actually have less time to read now than I did before. So that might be it as well. For now, I've given the book a 4 out of 5 stars. I do want to take some time to think about it and reevaluate how I felt about it because I did enjoy the story, just not enough at this point to be able to give it 5 out of 5. Alright guys, so I have a couple questions for you. How did you feel about Six of Crows? Did you like it? Did you understand my struggle with getting into the book, or do you think it was just my busy schedule? And have you read the Grisha Trilogy? Because I have not yet read it and I would love to know what you think. So leave a comment below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done it. That's it for today, guys. See you next time. Bye.